complex, so
Right.
you want to
If
be
you're gonna read that,
read
you
the
need-
whole thing. I
Make
think.
it that couple.
I like the Estimate range, but it's just.
Yeah, let's just keep it simple.
That's fine. Just sit here. Okay.
They can change it next time.
1, 2, 3, 4. So page 12, fifth paragraph, last sentence, strike very. Just set to read, lakes and rivers has been poorly studied, instead of very poorly studied,
Okay.
because it's subjective.
Yeah.
Page 13, under forest, second paragraph. 1, 2, 3. It starts on the third line. It's dead foliage falls to the ground, becoming organic matter that enriches the soil and provides vast holding quantities for water. Instead, we're going to strike provides vast holding qualities for and put holds. So enriches the soil and holds water.
Okay.
Last paragraph, first line, right in front of the word Tuftonboro, we're going to strike the. So it reads the forest products industry in Tuftonboro, not in Deptford. And then page 14, apparently I copied and pasted twice. So last paragraph, we're going to delete on page 14 because it's the first paragraph under invasive species where it should be.
Okay.
Okay. Bill is going to get me milfoil information.
I am. Yes, I am.
So I have that little insert, so that's an addition that I need to add. And then under wildlife and fisheries, on page 15, first line, Tuftonboro is relatively undeveloped and, we're adding and, varied landscape. We're almost done. Page 17, under birds and fisheries, sentence starting with chickadees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th line, chickadees and blue jays are among the most common birds, strike it,
The whole sentence?
the whole sentence. And then third paragraph under birds and fisheries, first sentence, other native fish found in Lake Winnipesaukee, and we're adding and Mirror Lake, include lake trout, cusk. So we're changing, so we're adding Admira Lake and we're changing cusk to cusk. Page 18 is what I've asked.
Why is it just Mirror Lake and not the other ones as well? I'm just curious.
Other native fish,
Yeah,
that I do not know.
good point. Because
Lower
we do
Beach
have
Pond.
other lakes, Lower Beach Pond.
Do they
we
have those?
Danhole Pond.
Do they stock those, are those,
Do they stock?
or do they
They don't stock
have those?
cusk,
They don't stock.
they stock
Well,
rainbows, salmon.
and it doesn't say stocked. It says
No.
other native fish found in include, da, da, da.
Yeah.
So,
There are also several introduced species sought after kingfish, including, well, I'm not sure. I can take this paragraph back to the person who wrote it, which I can't remember, on the commission. Do you want me to just ask him?
You can just ask the
to-
question.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep, and we'll do that.
there was a person that lived on Mirror Lake that asked that Mirror Lake.
Yeah.
And so, it's,
Well,
on the one
the
hand,
birds live in Mirror Lake.
yeah, that's what I say.
Wouldn't you just want to say the waters?
I don't think she did
Right.
birds and fisheries. I think it might have been Larry Yell, but he's Maryland.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Right.
Okay, page 18, floodplains. This is the section I have asked LRPC to review and
Mhm.
update and
Yeah.
add the new floodplain map information and effects on development. So they're gonna review all of that section, which goes on to the next page. Bill actually noticed an error, it was Bill, on page 19, first paragraph, like to the left of that box, quarter of the way down, it says full pool level. It's supposed to be pool.
Cool.
So I changed that.
Yeah.
And then under recommendations on that same page, we're gonna move scenic beauty, the first bullet to the last bullet.
One question
Mhm.
before we leave FEMA. The last paragraph says the current map were developed using old technology.
They're reviewing that entire
I was
section.
gonna say, okay.
So I
Because
didn't-
I'm not sure
I
that
didn't
that's.
touch it.
Well, the old, I have the map, well, actually Larry took it from me, but I have the map. The map said that all the old information with Google Earth superimposed over it, so really none of it's changed. There's 4 places in town which changed based on surveys that have done on different properties. Other than that, it's really no different.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, this is what they're getting, and then they're
Yeah.
gonna take it apart.
yeah,
So,
good.
and then is there anything, oh, and then one more thing, on the back, page 20, under water quality recommendations, the second to last bullet, it says protesting water, it should be protecting water. So that's a typo.
Where is it?
Second to
Yeah.
last bullet under water quality, promoting
Promoting
events
events
or
that-
requiring.
Protecting, yeah.
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 We talked about that last time,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
and that's the feedback I have received, if there's
I
any.
have one other thing.
Yep,
On the second page, that box, there's the peaks in there.
Mhm.
They seem to be listed from the highest to lowest, except for the last 2.
so you want me to switch them?
It's not alphabetical or anything, so I would just swap those 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I can do that. Okay.
Oh, she
There it
has,
says
it's complex.
Yeah, it does.
Says what?
Complex in the box.
Yeah.
Highest peaks in the Ospey Mountain Complex.
But it is a complex, I mean, I don't think it has to stay. You know, learn something new every
I
day.
guess because it's not a straight range, it's a whole thing with the dike and whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving back to complex.
But right above that, she has Ospey Mountain Range. so-
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we need-
Complex range.
And
the
complex.
north, to the north is what is commonly called the Ospey Mountain Range. The town of Tufton Borough includes the highest peaks in the Ospey Mountain complex. So that's why she used
Yeah, yeah.
range.
Yeah.
Well, it says complex here, I guess we should
Complex.
probably change the other one.
Alright, so we'll change that to complex. I mean, right there though, it explains the 2, so.
Yeah.
Moving forward. So now, I guess I need some guidance from the board as to whether or not do you want me to wait until
I would get whoever did the information you need on that from them and then
Yep.
get it over. Well,
and then your
Fastest.
information?
right,
Are
because
we
you
gonna?
need the milfoil on there as well before
So-
that lake region can get any.
So wait for milfoil and then I'll talk to Larry and then send it to LRPC for review?
Yeah.
And then they can work on the FEMA? Okay. Okay. So, and you can just email me if it's an attachment or if it's in writing and you just
Yeah.
wanna scan it and send it, whatever's easier.
Okay.
I can retype it if it's written, I'm not concerned about it. Okay, perfect. I'm not sure how you want to handle the rules of procedure.
Me either.
Because some of the, like Maureen couldn't print some of it, so she just got those tonight. I don't know if you want to just take it home, read them,
Yeah, we're just
See
gonna
what-
compare them all.
compare
a
them
little
all,
bit.
Yeah.
let me know which format you prefer, and then I can actually put a draft together. If
Well,
that
I like
helps.
the
Three
part
of
where
the-
most towns have once a month. I like that part.
yeah.
They're all pretty close.
Yeah, they are.
Well, when you look at the Office of Energy and Planning template,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Both Alton and Wolfboro pretty much follow what's in the
Yeah.
template. The Belmont thing, man,
No, that's, yeah.
87 pages or whatever. it
Well,
was.
it's Belmont, so.
Yeah, so,
I know.
And the Conservation Commission in this town, the Tufton Borough Conservation Commission followed the template as well. I can email them to you.
Yeah.
yeah,
But, and it worked out really well. It's nice and clear and precise.
yeah,
So, if you want, I can try to put together a draft,
I think that's a good.
combining those two,
Yeah.
since they're probably the most,
The closest.
Closest.
yeah, the
yeah.
closest to this town's, and then, that, yeah, well, we can expedite that, if that works.
Yeah,
And most, like I say, we do the change of the people and June here. Most other towns do it just after town meeting. I noticed that.
Depends on the type of town too. Like Wolfboro's town meeting, but it's an SB2 town. We're
Right.
not an SB2
I
town.
don't know, Alton isn't, Alton, so, but they do it right after town meeting.
Yeah. Yep. Well, if you put together a draft, you
Yeah.
can pick it apart at the next
It
meeting.
might
and-
just be
and-
faster for me to put this, I just wanted initial feedback as to
Yeah.
what style, because again, Belmont was very different. And if you're not even interested, that makes my life easier.
Right.
And I can actually, you know, go by the template and stuff.
My opinion is follow the template, and it should ensure that we include all the elements we need to include in there.
Right.
And
I can do that, I can work on that, and get it for you to the next, or the
And
next.
that has that amended time period for
Hmm?
the 22 days that has been in there as well, correct, for the submittal?
Oh, Matt Sullivan?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. That includes the 22 days. And we were already there anyways, because I changed
Right, we
it
were, yeah.
before we were required to change it. Yeah, so we meet that statutory requirement. That's not an issue.
Okay,
Okay, so just table it.
yeah,
Um,
meeting schedule.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it real quick in the minutes. I don't remember when we did this last year. So last year, the board agreed. I just can't, you know what? I'm just, hold on, I'm gonna go to the website. Be a lot faster.
Well, for first and third, obviously, but.
No, yeah, but last year, the board agreed to go from 7 o'clock during the winter months. I just can't remember if it was November 1st maybe? That's why I wanted to
Well, they
look
went
at
from
this.
7 to 6:30.
Yeah,
To 6:30.
that just seemed confusing.
I don't know what the issue was.
It just seemed
Doing
confusing
that,
to me
so.
to be on a different schedule some
Does
months.
it matter to anybody here if it's 6:30 or so?
6:30 would be tougher for me.
I just like it to stay the same, because
Yeah.
I get
Sounds fine.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like, okay,
So
is
what?
this a 6:30?
I think I showed up at
Yeah.
7,
Yeah.
several meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had been decided, starting the first meeting in November through, I haven't gotten that, but I think
Yeah,
it was April
I think so.
or March, and starting in April, we'll go back to 7. So
Right.
I just, knowing that November was coming up, I wanted to
Yeah.
put it back for discussion and find out
Yeah.
what you guys wanted, if it was 7
I
o'clock.
would just leave it at 7. And the other thing just has to change, I noticed on, it's either on the website or somewhere, it still says the second meetings at the townhouse.
Oh, that's on the, that's a static document. I'll
Yeah.
remove the document in total.
Yeah,
So, okay.
So the meeting's not at the townhouse?
No.
yeah. We have them here unless we expect a big group and then we'll have it up there, because we can't fit a lot of people here, so. And if we need to, it'll just be on the notice that it'll be up there.
Yeah, it'll be on the agenda, and if it
Because
changes.
each agenda says where it is.
Yep.
Yeah, so,
Like the master plan public forums, maybe will go up there.
right,
Or if there's a conflict in the meeting night
yeah.
here, if there's another meeting, but typically there isn't.
And the other thing is notification if you're going to attend a meeting. You have to either email me or Leanne, just so she knows whether we're going to have a meeting or not, so.
I just wanna make sure that I give ample notice if the meeting has to be canceled.
We just have to know if you're gonna be here or not.
And there might be a cancellation the first week in November, we might be canceling due to already a lack of quorum, so we'll see. I need to
Okay.
Yeah,
get
I
everybody's.
told you I'm gone the
Yep.
next 2 at least. so.
Yep, and Bill's gone,
I'm gone the first
And
meeting
Sue's
in
gone.
November, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
so we might be okay, we might be
The
okay.
issue of changing the meeting night was raised because of a member that has a conflict for several months during,
She has like-
on Thursday.
2 months, right?
I'm not sure how long it.
I don't think she said for the next 2 months, but it wasn't a matter of fact. It was kind of vague, so I'm not sure if it's longer than that.
Yeah,
Um,
so,
So,
It's just, if it's here, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are, they have ZBA hearings, they have them here. So we'd have to move.
I would only be able to do Wednesdays,
Right,
which
so.
I have meetings on Wednesday nights.
You know, Thursdays work better for me than Wednesday.
Any day but Tuesday.
I can find out
I
from
have
Sue,
no idea
too.
of my schedule.
I know
Yeah.
that, so.
Yeah.
So,
I have an option.
Just throwing it out there, that's all.
Yeah, I don't, it doesn't matter to me. It really
Yeah,
doesn't.
it doesn't matter to me.
I don't care.
One can't do the Wednesdays and someone can't do it.
We have enough
I mean,
board
can we
members now.
talk to Sue and see if it's gonna be a
That's what,
lengthy thing
yeah,
or just
why don't I just find out if it's a
short
temporary
term?
thing?
It's just
or-
temporary, short term, that's, I don't think it's an issue, so.
yeah,
Okay.
Because no one else really meets on Thursday nights except for Parks and Rec.
Right.
So we don't really have a conflict of this room on that night.
yep, that's true.
Okay.
No budget and stuff like that, it's on Wednesday nights. CBA's either Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, anything else? So John, I'm not gonna be here the next 3 meetings? Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn at 7